Practical Help for Your Digital Life is sponsored by Positech.net, a member-supported service bringing geek-free answers to your burning questions about consumer technology.
Hi, I'm Pam Willens, and this is Practical Help for Your Digital Life, sponsored by Positech.net. For the next few minutes, I'd like to be your technology coach and help you navigate the digital age. My goal is for you to have a healthy digital life and get more out of the consumer technology you already own. Based on viewer feedback, today's show is focused on giving you some of our best Facebooking tips. While Mark Zuckerberg is constantly tweaking Facebook and changing things, we have found a few things that are confusing to a lot of our members and have come up with some good answers. So let me share some of those with you. As you may know, we use digital minutes to give a quick shot of practical help that you can use to easily get the answers you need to your questions about consumer technology. For slightly longer subjects, we use what we call digital egg timers. That's what we'll use for this show. So our first digital egg timer is about a quirk in Facebook messages. You don't always get notification of messages, and these don't show in your regular message folder. It's unfortunate that Facebook does this. Some of your friends can get ticked off at you if you ignore their messages, so it's not your fault that Facebook hid the message. So here's how to see those hidden messages in Facebook.
I'm Steve, and today I'll be walking you through something I recently experienced where Facebook hid a message from a friend and I did not even know it. 2 months ago, a friend was trying to reconnect with me and had sent me a Facebook message, but Facebook hid that message from me and I only discovered it by accident. I'll show you how and why in this video. My typical method of managing messages on Facebook is by the use of this top of screen icon. Whenever I receive a new message, it gets the little number next to it, just like it shows now. You can also see on the bottom right that my status is offline. If I were online, then the incoming message would have popped up from the bottom automatically, and the notification number at the top would not appear. When I click that top of screen icon, I get a list of the most recent messages that I've received from friends. That method of managing my messages is quite useful, or so I thought. But if I go to my newsfeed screen and click on this left side Messages button, it pops open not only a list of the same messages as the top of screen icon showed, but also this other category on the left. When I click this other button, I see a whole batch of messages that I'd not yet received any notification of. There was never a numeric icon at the top, and there was no indication at the main messages level that I'd received anything new. You can see that these first 4 messages have a light blue background. Those are new messages that I've received yet never looked at. And you can see how old they are. I received no notification about them, and they were buried in this other sub-level, which I didn't even know existed. The situation that revealed this to me is actually no longer visible here. I dealt with it as soon as I discovered it, and that message has moved out of here. But what happened was that 2 months ago, a message from a friend trying to reconnect came in, but that message was buried in this other list and not shown on my main messages list, so I never saw it when it was originally received. It seems that what I thought was a handy method to manage messages wasn't so handy after all. The main message list that I use, from the drop-down icon, never shows these other messages, and the icon never receives a numeric indicator of something new when that something new is put into the other list. I don't know why Facebook put a message from an actual friend into this other list. All I know is that it was there, and I stumbled into it totally by accident. And by being hidden from me for 2 months, it made it look like I was ignoring the reconnect attempt from my friend, which I certainly was not doing. I just never saw the message since Facebook hid it from me in this mysterious other list. So lesson learned, don't rely on just the top button to notify you of new Facebook messages. Rather, from your newsfeed screen, just click the left side Messages button and see if it opens up any additional levels, like mine showing Other. If it does, click on those to see if you've missed anything important.
We think it's kind of silly for Facebook to do this, but now that you know about this, I hope you'll be checking that other message folder so you don't miss anything important. For a lot of people, Facebook's status updates and messaging system have totally replaced email as your primary way to communicate online. Email isn't quite dead yet, but it's been so overtaken by spam, junk mail, advertising solicitations, and scams that lots of folks are shunning email or only looking at it occasionally. Let's hope that Facebook messaging doesn't suffer the same fate. Next, we're all getting more and more concerned about privacy, and that even extends to Facebook. Kind of funny, since Facebook is all about sharing, right? But there are times when we don't want our friends to see everything, and my next digital egg timer is about hiding your friends list in Facebook. So check out this great tip to keep your list of friends private. Here's a short tutorial on how to hide your friends list on Facebook. On your Facebook page, go to your timeline by going to your name and clicking. On your timeline, look for your friends link and click on that. It is below your photo. You should see all of your friends listed in thumbnails. Now click on the button that says Edit on the top of the page. You should see a pop-up box and a text that says, "Who can see your full friend list on your timeline?" Move to the right to hover over the globe, and it will show the visibility status of your friends list. As you can see, mine is public. Click on the drop-down arrow, and it will give the option to change who sees your friends list. If you select friends, then only your friends will be able to see your friends list. If you select only me, then just you will be able to see your friends list. I'm going to select only me. Once you've made this change, go back to your timeline by clicking on the button with your name on it on the top left corner of the screen. Now you can test how your timeline looks to others. Click on the drop-down arrow button next to where it says Activity Log. Then click on View As. Type in one of your friends' names to see what your profile or timeline looks like to a friend. Since I selected just myself to view my friends list, I should see no list of friends when I type in a friend's name. Now at the top of the screen, it says, "This is what my profile looks like to Claire Singer, one of my friends." And voila! The thumbnails of friends have disappeared. There is one caveat. Mutual friends will still be visible to other people. Follow these steps and gain better control over who sees your friends list on Facebook. Thanks for watching. As you can see, it's pretty easy to hide your friends list from your friends. This is great for people who have different groups of friends and don't want those groups to know about all your friends from another group. It lets me keep my personal friends separate from my work friends and actually helps my friends protect their own privacy. As the video says, if two of your friends are also friends with each other, they will be visible as your friends in your timeline. But that shouldn't be a problem. I've got one more digital egg timer to show you with a great tip from Steve about filtering your news feed so you aren't overloaded with tons of status updates from everybody. Here's some practical tips on filtering your news feed to reduce information overload.
I'm Steve, and today I'll be walking you through how to filter your Facebook news feeds list so that you can just see the information from a specific subset of your Facebook friends. To start, make sure you're on your Facebook news feed screen, not your timeline. You can see on this page that there are updates from 3 different people. Yes, I'm sure that like me, your news feed has quite a bit more, but this is good for a demonstration. On the left side of your screen, there's a Friends section. Move your cursor over there and hover over it. You'll see the word More pop up as well. Just click either Friends or More. This brings up in the middle what we need. Click this Create List button. Now for this sample, I'll call this list Closest Friends. Then I click in the Members section and just start typing names of my Facebook friends. So in this example, we'll put Joran and Jovic onto this list, leaving Steve off. Yes, that Steve is me. When I click Create, the screen goes back to a newsfeed type view. But rather than the prior posts, only 2 are now visible, and they are the posts from just the members of the Closest Friends list that was created. All the posts from Steve are not displayed when looking at this list. You can see, as I click back and forth between the main newsfeed and the Closest Friends list, that the posts displayed change back and forth. Just use the Home button at the top, or the newsfeeds on the left, and the new Closest Friends New button on the left to go back and forth. To delete the list when it's displayed, click this Manage List button and select Delete List from the list of items. That's all there is to it. You can create a variety of lists, each with members that you group together for various reasons, allowing you to manage the information overload that I'm sure your Facebook newsfeed currently provides you. This has been Steve from PHYDL.net, and have a great day.
It's easy to filter your newsfeed and help you deal with the information overload that we're all facing, even from just within Facebook. I hope these digital egg timers have helped you better work with Facebook and get it to work better for you. So that's my show. Thanks for watching. We post all our digital minutes and digital egg timers individually at PHYDL.net and PracticalHelp.tv. Plus, anyone can watch our Practical Help shows on iTunes, YouTube, or Vimeo. I hope you'll subscribe on the channel you use. Our shows are available to you anytime, day or night. Watch for our next show, which will be about the post-PC era. We'll have tips on how to switch from using a computer to using your tablet for everyday computing and still be able to do everything you want to do.
Practical Help for Your Digital Life is sponsored by PHYDL.net, a member-supported service bringing geek-free answers to your burning questions about consumer technology.